What is going on? How we doing, dudes? How we feeling? How we looking? Probably good. Probably very good. Okay. It's actually kind of a proper segue into what we're going to be working on today. It's something similar to this, right? Something similar to that style. Baddicore, if you will. How many of you know and have heard Baddicore and know what it is? Chat, chime in. Also, hope you guys are doing well, man. We're doing well today. Where's the new metal kit, bruh? You know, I gotta try something different, man. We gotta get inspired. It's like getting a new guitar and you're like, ooh, there's so many riffs in here. You know what I mean? And so that's kind of what I like to do. I like to change up the kits every once in a while because it'll spark different inspirations. Bad Omens is Baddicore, right? Yeah, for sure. I would say, well, actually, keep going. I don't know Baddicore, but you are a baddie for sure. You're a baddie first, Akira. Hope we're doing well, dude. Thanks for being here, everyone. Angel was first, and then SO Guitar. Is it So Guitar or SO Guitar, dude? I feel like I'm always like screwing it up. Then we got T-Wix, we got Moisture. Moisture's coming from us from under the blanket. I expect nothing less from Moisture. Renzo, my dude. Ruben. Who else? G-Force. Devin. So I see you said, "Sir, I have appeared." I'm glad that you have appeared, dude. Moisture under the blanket, yes. How do you say that? Unoya. I like your name. Yes. Poppy is about there. I'm on vacay on mobile. Hey, Pierre, thanks for joining on the vacay, bro. I appreciate you. Both is okay. Otherwise, it's Stefan. Ah, okay. I'm gonna say Stefan Guitar, dude. Like Stefan Carpenter. Do you know who Stefan Carpenter is? Connie Gent, what's up, dude? Mr. Jake. Savitz, what up? Sexy girl singing into heavy chorus and screaming. I would say yes, a little bit. But also, just like that style, right? Someone said like the Batum and stuff. And I guess a little bit of Sleep Token, I guess you can say. Um, I would say honestly too, like the Never Tell type of stuff. Like that borders on like the new metal sort of thing. The new, right? Which I'm all for that because as you know, I'm a millennial. And so like my time was like 2000s where I was like, oof, yes, that was my favorite era for music. Besides like the late 90s, mid 90s, right? Such good stuff came from that era that really inspired me. One of them being Deftones, right? But also like bands like Helmet and stuff like that. Like I'm a huge like grunge fanatic. Quicksand, if you know who Quicksand is, love that stuff. However, we are in this era of, I was actually talking to a few people about this, um, this like bridge of pop music going into metal. And I mean, it's been happening for a while. However, it's a lot more prevalent, in my opinion, these days, where you can just kind of see. I mean, that's what's happening, right? Pop is making its way, or it has entered chat, if you will. Before long, I'm tracking your song today. Hey, that's awesome, bro. Savage, thanks for at least being here and saying what up, dude. Crow soundtrack, oof. Crow soundtrack, Queen of the Dam soundtrack, like I'm all about that stuff. However, today we're going to be trying to make some Baddicore stuff. I would like to get better at making it just so I know, like, hey, I want to make something Baddicore and I can just like do it, right? And so I started working on this track off stream, and it's pretty cool, but you'll see it's very like, it's in that realm, which was the goal. I'm using the Monarch kit, as you can see. For my guitars, I am using Apex, going into mix wave. Where's it at? How do I get there? How do I get there? There it is. Mix wave mic stringer. And we have the Doctor Drive going in. But this is Apex. Here it is. Oh, let me fix that actually. Boop. So we're going into Apex, and this is what they would call a modern trailer guitar. However, I only use the DIs from here. And so it's just a DI guitar, and then you can use whatever amp you want. And so it's just a guitar, right? And it sounds sick. I love the finger tone. But I've been experimenting more with like chords and stuff like that. And so trying new things, right? So enough talking, sorry. I'll just show you what I have so far. It's definitely a work in progress, but I really like this. And then I had an idea for a verse, and so we can kind of work on the verse today. And then maybe like fine tune this stuff. But I really wanted to get some synth layers in there. So we're using Labs. I'll show you that really quick actually before we start. So we're using Labs by Spitfire Audio. This is Labs Plus. They have a 2-week free trial if you wanted to check it out. Here it is. And the cool thing about it, you just like, you check out the packs, they have little sound demos, and if you like it, you download it and it's in here. Like that's it, it's done. It's done. And so I'm currently using the symphonic violins and violas. And then, you know, maybe we'll use some other stuff, but I really wanted to try to get some some symphonic layers. Symphonic? Anyways. All right, this is me just avoiding my decent mix. And so let me just show you what I have so far. What up, Drobe? Not bad. I like that intro. It's really cool. I realize that the kick's a little too loud, huh? Okay, so that's what I have so far. Pretty cool. The synths are really cool. I'm also using a few of my presets from my Vital preset pack. And so this is what the synth layers sound like just by themselves. And so you can see I have like some, I have things like turning off, right? Some automation going on during this section because I really wanted to kind of like, boop, 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 boop. I wanted that thing to cut through. And this is actually, this is Bass Edge from my Faith preset pack, but I just upped the octave and I threw it in the trash, dude. I realized that when I got complete, I got trash. And I was like, oh, yes. I've been wanting trash forever, and it surprised me because I was like, do I have trash? And I had some trash. And so this is what it sounds like. But without all that, that's it. And then I add some trash, and then reverb. And so, Patrick, I seen that you were checking out the presets. I mean, the samples, bro. I actually used trash on a lot of those samples because I really wanted some crazy sounding stuff for that sample pack. And if you don't know what we're talking about, every month on my Patreon, I try to give you at least like 20 samples to get just like inspire you to write some jams. And so this is the second month, and dude, making samples is fun because you can kind of just get weird. You get really weird. And I got weird. But there's some really cool stuff in there. I'll give you a little demo. A little itty bitty demo of what we got. Patreon. Monthly samples. June. This one's really cool. I actually been using this one quite a bit. Just because it adds a nice little rhythm layer. This one's cool. Another thing that I tried to do was I tried to not change the key too much, because with these samples, what you want to do is you want to, put the BPM, like if you're in Ableton, right? And with the BPM, and then change the pitch to your pitch. And so I tried to have almost everything be in C or around C. There's a few things in G and like C sharp, but just so it's easier for you to tune it to where, you need it. Yeah, there's some really cool stuff. I got weird with the sequenced bass stuff. This one's sick. Yeah. This one's going to be really cool too. Yeah. Some tonal ambience, you already know. This is just some ambient stuff. This one's cool. This one's a long one. I can't wait to hear how someone uses this one. It's really sick. Anyways, now if you're not a part of the Patreon, you can still go to the Patreon, and I gave you 5 of them for free. And so just grab them. I want to try to at least give out 5 for free, and then you can get the rest for the price of a cup of coffee. But that's not all that you get. You get so much more stuff, especially if you're in Ableton. But there's, the previous sample packs, and just random things that I give. I actually did some like experiments, and I threw the MIDI in there, like Architects and Era. That's in there. And so it's in your Patreon. It is, dude. Anyways, enough chatter. I'm sorry. I feel like I haven't seen you guys in a while. Missed you. But let's see what we can do here. Now, I think the first and obvious thing that we do is we have some sort of like synth bass going into this section. Now, another thing that I need to do is I need to do like some little ghosts here. Boom, boom, because right now it's just doing this. Oh, oh, there it is. So I think it should go doom da 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 da. So maybe we do some ghost notes like this. Even having like these little doubles. Vroom. So even like this, I think this double would be nice here. And then maybe having this here. And then, as you know, things that I like to do. Yo, Peppy! 3 months in a row, dude. What's going on? Thank you for the sub, bro. Appreciate you a ton. How we feeling, man? I want to do a pedal hat. I feel like pedal hat is nice to just kind of keep the groove going. Ah, this might not work. I like that better. Do you play drums? I do, Kriish. I don't play drums nearly as much as I used to, but it really helped in my drum programming. And I always recommend people to, like, if you're getting into drum programming and you're kind of like, you feel like you're struggling a little bit, one thing you can do is watch drummers and definitely like try to program what they're doing. Just like a little section. It's going to give you a lot of insight into drum programming. But also, if you wanted to get a drum pad, dude, like getting a drum pad and literally just practicing doubles, like literally just doing this, because you're going to start to understand and really hear like what goes on, right? And like the velocity layers, right? Because if you're doing like fast things, you're not going to be hitting it as hard, right? And so I just don't know how to write fills. I have a whole video on that. But there is there's a cool little concept, and I can show it to you when we get there. Writing fills is not hard, dude. It's not hard at all. Like I would say, writing linear fills aren't is not hard. Drumstream went Keenan. I don't know, bro. I'm not that good. But let's see. This one. You can kind of see it. You can kind of see it. Premium goes program. Yeah, that as well. Groove packs, dude. Groove packs help you a lot. That's how I stole a lot of like Zev Rose fills. Like he likes to do like a fill snare, dugatum, dugatum. And so, what drum kit do you have? And would you recommend it? This one? This is a TD27 KV by Roland. And I love it, dude. It's the best feeling one. Now it's pricey. There has some other ones. I forget what they're called. But anyways, let me get this programmed really fast. Yeah, that's actually... Yeah, I'm just going to have it do this because in Baddicore, I mean, I hate to say this, but it's the truth. Like the instruments and all that stuff is all secondary. It's always it's the singer, right? It's the singer. Yeah, Jake. They're pricey, dude, but I did a buy now, cry now, right? Like now I have it and it's awesome. You know what I'm gonna do here? I like doing this little like double. Da da do ga. That's kind of the one that I go to the most is probably like something like that. So I'm gonna immediately just grab my Vital, my Respace. To me, it sounds the best, and it's my OCD doesn't go crazy when just mixing wise, right? It has the nice, the right amount of low end and stuff like that. Dun, 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 dun. Sorry about that. A little loud. So sick. One thing that I do is I need to turn down the release a little bit. You can't turn it all the way down because you'll get a little click sound. And so you just need to bring the release up a little bit. Then it goes away. So what are we in? We are in G sharp. Okay, let's go into this and then let's see what note it wants to land on. Because I already know I want like a da, 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 just to carry the bass, right? Brace yourself. Let's go to G sharp here, G sharp minor. So we don't have to think about notes. We can just Yep. Let's do this. Now this honestly depends if you want that sort of sound. And if you want to have a little bit more, like, just not like, then this is when you would up the release. That's not bad. Also, I realized that I'm like off. 4. Nice vital skin. Thanks, dude. I think it's in the Discord if you want it. I literally just downloaded it randomly, and then everyone was like, "Where'd you get that?" And I was like, "Shh, I forgot. I forgot where I got it, dude." It's on the vital thing, but I forget what it's called. But someone put it in the Discord. It's awesome. It looks really nice. I like the way that the effects look too. Like, they're looking fancy. It's a pretty basic patch, but usually it gets kind of crazy. Ba ba ba. Ba. I am making the chord. I'll show you. I'm gonna go. Ooh, can that work? That note needs to change. I'm gonna drag these track. You know what I'm gonna do? I wonder if I could just put this in the bass bus. Yeah. Sweet. Now let's add. Woo! What if I said you need more harp, Ned? I said Ed. What's up, dude? How we feeling? Okay. We'll do that one. Probably like back here. Is it back here? There it is. Wait, it didn't do the whole chord. How dare you? Let's do it again. Okay. Wait, what is that? What is this stuff? That's interesting that it shows up like that. What even is that? All right. I feel like it's because I'm looping. It doesn't want to do it. There it is. Sick. Nice. Thank you, dude. Is that a Machine Micro? It is, dude. It is. Ba, ba, ba. Ba, ba, ba. Doesn't need to be crazy. Just need some layers. Layer the layers, dude. Why do I feel like this is not 4/4? Okay. This needs to go for longer. Okay, so I'm just gonna grab this stuff. We'll legato this bad boy. Boop. Okay, you don't want to legato. Thanks, dude. Okay. You know what's funny is like the HR guy is doing HR baddie things, right? Ruben is the epitome of Baddicore, dude. I'm liking these little synth layers, dude. Synth layer. I keep saying synth layers. Orchestral layers. You can see how often I do it. So what I'm doing, because the attack is a little like the attack is a little long, right? I'm bringing them to like a little bit before so they'll hit correctly. What is this? This keeps happening right here. Ooh. Let me make this G sharp minor. There we go. Yo, Craig, what up? Bye-bye. Yeah, I think it's wanting some cellos in there, huh? Anyways, I'm in here for too long. It's too loud. keeps changing. Remove this. This just needs to be like in the background. And so I'm just having this same envelope that I'm using to do the plucks also affect this filter. So it has some sort of like a arrow, arrow, arrow. Like if it was like this. See what that sounds like. It's just a background layer. Yo, Spade, what up, dude? What up, big homie? So this is actually from my Faith preset pack as well. However, I got rid of the LFO that's this thing is doing, and I'm just basically controlling it with this. And I think it sounds cool. Needs to come down a little bit. Oh. Maybe we can add something else with Vital. I want to do probably dramatic roads, but I just want it to be just a nice little like yeah, I literally just wanted to do that. Maybe like I don't know. Let's see. I'm just gonna play something, actually, and we'll see what happens. Oops. Yeah, that's why I made this preset, man. But oh, you know what I should do? Another thing that I add to it is a shimmer. Just to make it more obnoxious, you know? The shimmerest of Valhallas, dude. Big stereo, dual, dark, low cut, mix up. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's it. Let's see. There it is. Okay. So you know what's funny is like I a lot of times I don't record because I feel like when I hit the record button, I get all nervous and stuff. And so this is my way of like, Ableton, just keep listening, dude. And then, you know, yo, Breaker, what up, dude? Yeah, Baddicore, dude. All right, maybe I got too weird with the shimmer, huh? Let's also do like maybe. Yeah. Maybe what we do here. Let's see. That's actually pretty cool. We need some, I love how everyone in the scene agreed to call it Baddicore. I know. I was just chilling, hyped when I click online and seen you cooking. How long have you been recording music? I was just curious also, which way to the gun shop? Thanks, dude. I honestly just didn't have time to change before I went to the gym, quickly ate. Here we are. Yes, please. I've been making music since, man, I started making music in like 2004, 2005. And so what is that? 20 years? Sheesh. Insanity. Craziness. Okay, so doom do ga doom doom ga doom do ga doom doom ga doom do ga doom doom ga or doom ga doom ga doom ga doom do ga doom doom ga doom do ga doom doom ga. Yeah. Da 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 da. Let's do that. Yeah, let's just do that for now. It's an easy, like, boom, 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 cat. Sounds like it's so fast. Let's put the click in there. So whenever you want it to go doom, doom, it's going to be 2. So you're going to skip one. Oh, also, sorry. Here you go. You're going to skip 2. That's a hook. Yes, please. Yo, Angel, I have to go to bed because I need to wakey early tomorrow. Angel, thanks for chilling with us, man. Appreciate you a ton. It'll be here. The VOD will still be here, dude. Do you always start with the beat when writing new parts? Not always, dude. A lot of times I've been writing, like I've been starting with synths, but also when I first like really went all in, I I would use samples. That's again, that's why I'm making samples, because all I need is a sample to get started. Angel, yeah, I'm looking forward to it, dude. Thanks for getting a one-on-one, man. If you guys don't know, I do one-on-ones, and so if you need additional help, yesterday was awesome. Yesterday was really fun. I think we were fully booked, man. Doom, doom. Let's just keep it basic. Can I book a 1v1 too? You can book a 1v1 as well. You know what's funny is Michael, shout out Michael, I don't know if he's here, but he literally got a one-on-one, and I go on, right? And I'm like, what's going on, dude? And he's like, you know what? You thought this was a one-on-one? This is a 1v1. I made a mix. I want you to mix this track too, and we'll see which one's better, because I'm going to show my friend. And I was like, let's do it. And then like I started mixing, on his in Logic and just doing the thing, right? And I was like, I just made you a template. Like now you have a mix template. You know what I mean? And he's like, you're right. It was awesome. Let's just do this for now. We'll have to mess with the velocities and stuff, but not too worried about it. Yeah, dude, it's so fun. With those one-on-ones, dudes, we can do whatever if you want to know whatever, and it's beginners. Someone who's like, I'm actually helping someone who's just starting out. They're like, which DAW do I get? And then we'll go through DAWs, and it's awesome. He knew what he was doing. I know. I here's the thing is like he's been getting one-on-ones regularly from me, and his progress has been insane, dude. His mixes sound cool. Now he's getting into like mixing vocals, and so we've been doing that, and oh my gosh, it's been so much fun, man. Okay, let's just have a little basic beat right there, and then let's get a context check real quick. Save. Let's see what we're working with. Okay. When's the last time you hydrated? Well, now that I'm thinking about it. Boop. Let's go here. Can't really see it. Waterloo. We got some seltzer. Some watermelon. Waterloo. You guys ever use Midjourney? version 7 just became like official, and it's so fast. Alex, got to get to bed. Got an early one tomorrow, but looking forward to my first one-on-one. Ooh, that's tomorrow, dude. Let's go. I'm excited. I'm pumped. See you soon, man. That's a Budweiser. Dude, I don't drink. Believe it or not, I've never been drunk in my life. And, you know, again, believe it or not. I got a DM from Midjourney. Yeah, that I just got it just now. Um that's why I brought it up because I saw it come up. This is the Zevros fill. Deco to get. Deco to get. Deco to get. So you do a snare, a low tom, snare, kick, deco to that. Yep, there it is. Neither have I. I'm only 20. Good for you, dude. Good for you. Okay, so let's do like... Let's do it. The snare boy. Deco, deca. Ducato, ducat. Yeah. And then I'm going to do some left crash accents. So this one, since he's doing the da-da, it really, he can do whatever, but he's only going to be able to do, he can't go, you know, he can't like do a double and then do this, so he'll just do one and then go back to whatever he's doing. Da-ka-doom, ba-doom, da. Maybe right here, we'll change the snares. Doom, 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 ga. Da da doom, 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 ga. So it's almost fill time, and I'll show you my little technique for fills. Maybe we can have like an 8-bar thing going on here. I think we do like a nice little flam here. And then we change this cymbal. So drummers, we have like ADD, and we have to be doing something different. Yeah. Need to bump up the velocities. Yeah, so let's go right hit and then into that. So let's do, okay. This is my theory with fills. A lot of you have already heard this, but some of you haven't. You need to decide how many notes you want this fill to be. Cool thing is you don't have to play it. You can just move these randomly around. So let's see how this fills. Might need to be faster. That actually feels pretty good. Okay, so now that we have how many hits we want, it's literally a matter of just moving these where you want them. So I'm gonna go ba-da-da-do, rack, floor, boom, boom, dad, dad. I don't know. Yep. Now we just need to make it. Oh, that's why. That's why. That's why. Oh. Do I have this guy here? Do we add a double here? I like these little doubles, but we need to put this on center. Oops. Cancel. Let's save. And then I'm going to do a... Come on. I was going too fast. I was going too fast. So Control A, Control S, and Control Q are all like, I need to figure out a way to get rid of Control Q because I never use it and it only like screws me over. There's an automatic update live in progress. Okay, well, we'll give that a second. So I did save. That's why it automatically quit. But my, dang it, my auto update, bro. Sorry, dudes. Command, Control Shift Escape. Ableton doing a thing. Ableton Swapper. All right. Do you ever kick and snare at the same time? I avoid it and wondered if it was just me. I do sometimes. I definitely do sometimes. It really depends. Like if it's a nice genty thing, I'll keep it going, man. I don't even care. I like the way it sounds. Sometimes it's cool. It makes the snare sound like a lot fuller in a weird way. I did it on From the Inside, and it sounds really cool. But while we're waiting for that, I don't plan on getting off. And so we're just going to chill for a second. We'll just chill for a second. Maybe I'll show you some stuff on that gram. When's the next Oni Noir? So we're working on that as we speak, dude. We are working on it as we speak. Now today, Josh, who is the singer of Oni Noir, his band is Auras. And they are playing a show today. I think it's Ottawa with Bone of Osiris. But Scott Carstairs, the homie who we always raid, he's actually filling in. And so he's in Bone of Osiris. He's in Born of Osiris. And so I'm hoping that he gets the whole thing. But I don't know if he will. Because it would be cool to be able to see auras on Scott's page. Snare hits, the ones that pop out. I don't know if I know what you mean. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean, dude? Let me try this. Let me try this again. There's an automatic update of live currently in progress. Press OK to close this dialog, and then wait a few moments before trying to restart live. Thanks. Thanks. So there's some songs that I need to get back to. And like, for example, this one's sick. We're working on this one. Yeah, this is so it's really a project. It's me and my good friend Josh, who is again in Auras. Auras has been one of my favorite bands for the longest time, and we ended up becoming really good homies. And now he's like one of my best friends. It's insane. We meet up every Thursday except for today because he has a show. But we're always chatting about stuff. We're always making stuff. There's always stuff going on. What happened to Josh? Looked like he glitched out. He did glitch out, dude. He went to his show. Do you have a mix template for Monarch drums on your Patreon? No, but I have been thinking about doing that. Now, what I want to try to do is I want to make like a mixed writing template, like using Monarch, because the cool thing about the Monarch kit is the preset that I use, it sounds good in stereo, but it needs a little bit of love. And so maybe for a stream, I will like mix that and then I'll chuck it on the Patreon. But again, for the longest time, I was using the stereo Monarch kit, and they're coming out with a new one, and they just gave me access to it. And so we'll be messing with it. I wish I could show you guys, but as soon as I can show you, I will show you. Sleep Token kit's out, as you know. Probably one of the most anticipated kits. What you're about to hear is the Sleep Token drum library from Mixwave N2 on one stereo channel. It's another example, right? Another example of like stereo channel drums that just sound sick. So good. All right, Windows security. Get away from me, bro. I swear Windows likes to test me sometimes. Not today, Windows. Not today. Ew. Okay. Let me see if I can reload this. Is there anything I can't show you? Let me go here just in case. Okay. We're loading it again. Sorry about that, dudes. It just so happened that there was an Ableton Live update. And so let's see what happens. I noticed needing to split stuff into MIDI outs once my guitar and bass and effects are dialed in. Drums would usually need to move around stuff independently and continue cutting through. Yeah, Kriish. Yes, I agree. Do you have any videos on what's your mix bus? What's on your mix bus? Yeah, I actually have 4 mix walkthroughs on my Patreon. And so, Alex, I have been having not a bad time. I lived on Mac from 2010 up until 2021. And so I was on Mac forever. And it was nice, you know. But it was like one day it was just like, nope. And I was like, okay, well, F you then, dude. Let's get a context check. I don't think I got too weird with this stuff. I don't even remember what I was gonna do. Nice. Yeah. The other thing for me is like I would love to get an M4, but Apple tax is a thing, you know? I spec'd out a computer and it was probably about 5 grand. And so business loan maybe. I don't know. I want to have a mobile rig so I can kind of like go wherever and do this. And so maybe that'll be a thing at some point. I don't know. Maybe. Chords. Uh, Jake was asking about chords. Sorry about my tone. It sounds weird on its own, but so that's basically what I'm doing there. And what I think I need to do is I need to grab. You can see when I program these chords, I have a little bit of this action going on. I have like a little strum. And what's nice about Ableton is it has a little strum feature here. So you can see if I need to strum, I can just literally grab this and bring it over. And so let me go here. I'm actually going to need to do that because I like to program just like this. And then I'll do the strum. What's the difference between soft and medium sustain? It's just basically the pick attack in a nutshell, you know? I feel like when you do chords, soft to medium sustain is really good. And then when you're doing like da 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 with like a single note, then you'll use the hard sustain. Da, da, da. Did I see Cole's haircut? I think I did. I saw him take a selfie in his car with his red seatbelt. All right, we need to turn this off. Da, da, da. I always suck at programming these. Da, da, da. Da, 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 da. Da, da. Sheesh. So I'm just using my shift arrows. Like on my shift, I'm doing shift and my arrows like left and right to do like to make them bigger and smaller. Oh, frick! Da, 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 da. Hmm. Ba, ba. Very what's the word I'm looking for? Very common chord progressions. Ba 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 ba. Throw some bass in there. Oh yeah, bass will be. We'll put bass in the face, dude. All right, Ruben. I see. I see. Thanks, bro. Appreciate you. Make sure alt pick is here. Let's just do this and see what it sounds like with the bass. Slap at a bass, man. Can you jump to octaves quickly? Yeah, dude. We can definitely do that. I see what you're saying. You're saying, how do you do it? Yeah, yeah. Shift up arrow. Nollie bass. Nollie slap at a bass. And pretty basic setup here too. Just some R bass, Pro Q3, 76. You can tell this needs to go up a little bit. So I'm doing ghost notes. Meister, thanks for being here, bro. For as long as you could. Appreciate you. Sleep well. We'll see you on Saturday. Community Jams Saturday, dude. Where, just for Ruben, I'm going to wear my salmon colored shorts, dude. That I only wear on Saturday for Ruben. Because I know he likes when I wear them. And I want to impress him. These might... we'll see. Da-da-do, da-da, da-da-do, 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 da-da-do. Yeah. So I'm going to go... This is something that I do IRL. I'm going to do a double kick there. It's freaking drum lingo. What is community jams? Dude, so community jams is something that we do every Saturday on the Discord. Well, I listen to what the homies put in the community jams section of the Discord on Twitch. And so we start off the stream with like just a speed run so I can, not suck and continue to just like get better. So I'll do like a little speed run and then we'll do community jams right after. And if you want to be a part of it, just chuck your jam in there. I always encourage work in progress stuff because we want to help you kind of like get it going, right? Like we are your test subjects, if you will. There's a word for it. There's a word for it. There's a word for it. I forget. Anyways, yeah, all is welcome, and it's really fun. Yeah, thank you, Ruben. Maybe. There's another word, bro. Oh, I forget what it's called. That's probably too much. Yeah, we need to bump up these as well. I feel like the guitars are really loud. You can tell I didn't pay too much attention to this mix. I was really focused on the songwriting on this. And so we'll dial it in. We'll dial it in later, yeah. This needs to go down a little bit. And then once this kicks in on the second one, maybe we'll do like... Ba-ba. Bum. Bum, bum. F sharp. Is that F sharp? It's F sharp. Peer review. The peer review, maybe. Ah, dude, that's gonna kill me now. Songwriter hat always takes priority over the mixing hat. Yes. Yeah. I think for now, you know what I mean? I'm just trying to get some parts in there. I'm not too worried about like there's some things that I want to tweak in here, and it's not bugging me too much to where like I want to do stuff here, and I'll mess with it later. But I'm just trying to get layers in here. So many different ways that we can go. I'm just going to put something in there. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do like a punch in and punch out thing here. So up here, I'm just going to punch in, punch out. But I'm going to start it like over here, and then we'll see what happens. Okay, there's some notes I need to fix. And it was delayed, but it's okay. I can just shift it, do a control, a dizzle. Too happy. Something like that. Good enough. I'll change them later if I really hate it. Chances are I'll hear it and be like, oh, okay, yeah, that needs to something, but we're fine for now, we're fine for now. So it's good. Yeah. So having the lowest note, follow the root. Oh yeah, that's a good idea too. I just can't be bothered right now. You know what I mean? I don't want to get stuck. I don't want to get stuck, bro. For now. I just need layers to fill in, to fill in that space. Oh, maybe what we do, we go an octave. See, like right now, what's bugging me is this doesn't go to hard sustain on this part. So actually, you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to go medium sustain, hard sustain for now. And then, so we're going to go medium, 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 and then hard here. Actually, I should just stay there. It's a skeleton, man. It's a very bare bones thing, which is fine. Again, it's not about the being perfect right away. It's just getting stuff in there, man. Rough sketching. Rough sketching. All right, one more context check, dudes. We got some pretty cool stuff going on here. I really tried my best to not get caught up in these little fine details, man. That's been the goal. Heck W, it's a laugh emoji. So if you do, it's basically you have to do full. Yeah, Kick W is awesome, dude. YouTube homie, sorry, like you got that one too. But let's check it out, dudes. Here we go. Sorry about the mix again. It's all right. It's okay. But, you know, it is what it is. Bernadette. No. If anything, I don't know if I've had that problem in a while. And then, you know what we should do, just for now, let's go back to this verse. We could also go back to this. But for now, I'll just do this. All right, one more context check. I just want to hear it. It might be a slow disc. Go back to chorus. How dare you? I didn't select all, dude. I didn't select all. Dude, we are keeping it basic, man. Keeping it basic, and then we're adding more and more later. Anubis, this is the Monarch kit, bro. Yeah. Thanks, Jake. Appreciate you being here, man. All right. Dudes, we're gonna raid Cole Rowland. You already know. He's writing some jams as well. Looking like a straight cutie. He's wearing black, my favorite shade. But I'll be back. I'll be back on Saturday, Community Jams Day. And so make sure you come by and see what it's all about. It's so much fun, dude. I have such a blast. And appreciate you. Appreciate you a ton. We'll see you guys soon, okay? Thanks for being here. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, YouTube homies. Thank you so much. See you soon.